Aquarius, this is Sherry at Soul Conscious Tarot, and this is going to be your July overview reading for the month. And these messages are general messages that are timeless for whoever finds them when you find them. And the way that I do these are a little bit different than probably any other reader out there. I don't know that anyone else does it this way, but the way I do these readings is I pull 3 rows. Your first row is going to be your conscious self. It's how you're feeling and thinking consciously throughout the month of July. The middle row is your subconscious self. So it's how you're feeling in your heart and soul, your at a subconscious level you may not be aware of on your conscious level. And then that third row is your physical reality. So it's how your subconscious, what you're feeling and thinking at a subconscious level and at a conscious level, how those manifest into what you're seeing in your reality for the month of July. Then we wrap that up with one final card of love at the end. Now, I only pulled one card of love because this isn't a reading focused on love. There are many very good tarot readers out there that focus on love, and you can find those out there if you're looking for love readings. But my readings are mostly focused around deeper stuff, the deeper stuff that we need to look at, that we may not want to look at. They're a little more real, a little more harsher messages at times, can be triggering at times, so keep that in mind. And I think that wraps it up, so we're going to go ahead and get started and see what we have for you this month, Aquarius. What do we have? There we go. So for the overall energy, I have trust and faith. And this is an angel on that card. It looks like an angel statue, possibly somewhere. But, it's kind of like, it's like the universe is telling you, Aquarius, to have faith in something. Oh, I need to pull the emoji card. This is my unique thing too. I don't think anybody else does this. I drew handmade emoji cards and I pulled those on a few different readings to get your emotions or, like feelings for the month. I do them on my weekly forecasts as well, which I'd love to have you join me for those. And if you want to, you can hit that subscription button, which gives you access to all the fun readings that I do each and every week here. This is Soul Conscious Tarot. Love to have you be part of my tribe. It's really making me shuffle this. Wow. Okay, there. I just have to say, come on. Okay. So what are you contemplating about? What are you thinking over? I think I'm really picking up here. This is kind of probably almost an ego battle, where you might be getting in your own way, Aquarius, because, with that trust and faith card, that, especially with that angel being there, it's like, your higher self, your guardian angels, the universe, whatever your spiritual path is, however you look at things, whatever religion or spirituality practice you practice or follow, is trying to tell you to trust and have faith. But I think that you're getting in your own way because you're trying to control the situation, Aquarius. You're trying to control the narrative in your life instead of stepping aside and letting things unfold the way that they need to unfold naturally for you, is what I'm picking up on. So, I am picking up that this may possibly revolve around relationship dynamics and potentially a significant relationship dynamic. I try not to focus on love, but that's what's wanting to come out, so we're going to go with it. So with the Lovers being here, this also represents a choice that we make. You know, the Lovers represent, you know, because we choose. We have the free will to choose. And so by doing that, though, when we choose, that's our free will, and that is us taking control of our life and our situation. And sometimes we make that choice out of ego and not let things unfold naturally. Queen, you know, the Queen of Wands here can talk about, you know, taking action that's impulsive, of you know, someone that, you know, just acts, you know, and it might be short-lived, like not thinking long-term, you know, short-term thinking, maybe making decisions, you know, where, you know, faced with a situation, you might make a decision in the moment, Aquarius, and maybe not think it all the way through, and being a little bit rash and impulsive at times. And especially if this pertains to love, with the Lovers card coming out here, or in a relationship dynamic, if that's what this is talking about, where, you know, I think that there's, what's really coming through is there might be someone significant on your mind that you're wanting to communicate something to, or something to someone. There's something, a message, something you're wanting to tell someone. And you really have this strong desire, impulsive, strong desire to tell someone something, to, like, you know, to communicate with someone. But I think there's a part of you, and we're going to get this will probably come out when we do your subconscious self, which we're going to do here shortly, that there's something that is making you think for a second, like, there's something that's kind of eating at you, telling you, hold on a second, let me think about this for a minute before I make this decision, to communicate, you know, before I reach out to this person and communicate something, and be impulsive, and make this choice. Let me take a moment, you know, and I think that that's like, if you think about it this way, okay, that's tell me that card, okay. If you think about it this way, it's like, it's almost like if you think the little guardian angel sitting on your shoulder, you know, maybe whispering in your ear, saying, kind of giving you that energy of saying, you might want to wait just a second here, wait just a moment before you do that. There's maybe something you're not considering. Okay, so you have, for your soul oracle card, and I use sacred geometry for this, you have the fruit of life, which is 39, which reduces down to 12, which is 3, which 3 is a significant number. But the way I'm looking at this is almost like, it's like a subsection. The first impression I got off of this is a tree stump, like when a tree is cut down, the tree stump, and all the patterns and the rings, you know, that form the tree stump, that form the tree of life, and the circles, like it's almost like fruit, like apples that are sitting there on this tree trunk. So it's like that fruit of life. You go back to Adam and Eve, and Eve, you know, eating the apple, and that temptation, and how, you know, like when something's cut down, it's preventing its growth per se, or it's changing it, because the roots, the foundation are still there. But it's going to take a long time to repair, to get to a point where it's going to bear fruit again. When something is chopped down at the trunk, at our almost at our root chakra, it takes a big blow to our foundation in our life. That's crazy. Okay. Let me see what else comes through with that. That's just what I channeled and got off of that card, which was quite a bit. Yeah. Let me see what comes out with that, because it went in a direction I wasn't expecting, but that's what I just channel and see what comes through off of the cards. That's the way I do things. So your subconscious self is, there's anxiety, a tower. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see why I channeled all that, and the cards are they're just giving me more of the story. So if this is a love relationship, if it's a love dynamic, it's been a very challenging one, for sure. And I think deep down, it's like, okay, so if this is somebody that you have been on again, off again with, if that's the case, Aquarius, I think the universe is trying to tell you that before you re-engage with this person, to listen to your heart and soul self of what you really, figure out what you really want and desire. Your soul is desiring to be in this Queen of Swords energy, which is someone who knows their truth and speaks their truth. They can be very cutting. They can cut people out. Queen of Swords can cut someone out of their life. Just like this, as I said, that tree trunk being cut down. And when something is, and I feel like there's a situation that has cut you to the core, and so you still have your roots there, your foundation, your roots are still there, but you're trying to rebuild from whatever this was that knocked you to your foundation, like I said, chopped you off it at the ground level. You're trying to recover from that, because you have the Nine of Swords, the Tower, and the Strength, all in your subconscious. So these are very, very tough things. This is very hard energies. This is, they talk about Nine of Swords is nightmares, being up, being plagued by your thoughts, anxiety, and then you have fears with the Strength. I mean, this is fear, it's like I see, that lion on the Strength card, that lion is roaring, and those people are almost like cowering and running away from that lion that's roaring. And I feel like someone has made you feel powerless. And in your soul, Aquarius, you're wanting to roar, you're wanting to get your strength back, and just, I see like a lion just wanting to attack, to pounce and attack. And I think that's why there's a part of you that's saying to hold off. There may be on your conscious level, you may be thinking, I really miss this person. I really care for them. I miss them. I want to I want to reach out. Or there's something that I want to express to them. They need to know. I need to tell them. But there's a part of you that's saying, you may need to take a moment to think about that. You might want to take a moment and think about that because you're sitting in a lot of pain at a deeper level that might come to the surface unintentionally. That Queen of Swords energy that might come to the surface, that things, it's kind of, and this has been coming up a lot for me, but I really feel this reading is hurt people. And I feel like that is the message is trying to come through is because you've been hurt and you haven't healed that hurt. It's still sitting here at a subconscious level, whether you realize it or not. I'm sure you're probably aware of it, but you're still hurting. And because you're still hurting, communicating at this time may cause you to say or act in a way that may trigger you or someone else, that may cause conflict, that may cause an issue between you and someone else. So it's just telling you, the message is kind of coming through to be aware you are in this Queen of Swords energy, and you might be very sharp with someone, very, very, it's like wanting that, tell that message and getting that message across, whatever it is, at all costs, and not, damned with the consequences of it. You just want to express yourself, be that lion and roar. You're just wanting to roar and get whatever it is off your chest, Aquarius, but in doing so, that might cause further harm, is what I'm picking up on. So, I love tarot so much. Okay, so in your reality, you have Dragon's Lair. So, if you think about, a dragon breathes fire, and I said I felt like, that lion, I kept saying wanting to roar, and that's almost like that fire-breathing dragon, that you might say something that's going to cause that one fire energy that may cause conflict. I love when tarot backs up what I'm trying to, what the message that's coming through. It just gives me the cards to kind of just say, yeah, yep, I get you. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, there's a choice needing to be made, and I see that even from your emoji card back, at the beginning, of wanting to, there's a decision that needs to be made, and that your Aquarius, there's, like I said, there's a part of you, and I think it's your subconscious that's kind of nagging at you. Your guides, like I said, with that trust and faith card coming out, your guides are kind of hinting at that you should hold off on communicating with whoever this is in the month of July. Because in your physical reality, you have the Chariot here, which is, these horses are going in two different directions, and the Emperor up here on the Chariot is trying to get them under control. And usually, funny enough, this is your conscious and unconscious mind not working together. So that's literally, that's what the Chariot signifies, is trying to get your subconscious and conscious in alignment to move in the same direction towards something, to move and take action towards something, because the Emperor, makes a decision and moves towards it. But to do that, you have to be in alignment. And right now, everything in this reading is saying you are not in alignment, Aquarius. I see you wanting to stand in this emperor energy, you know, and being strong, wanting to be tough, wanting to think that you're okay, you know, but your subconscious is coming through saying, yeah, you may think you have everything together. Yeah, you may think you're okay, but maybe not quite. And if you come from this place of hurt and pain and thinking that you got it all under control, like I said, the ego I talked about at the beginning, thinking you got it all under control, that you got this, you know, it may cause it may cause some problems, but you do desire. I mean, you have the desire to take action here. I mean, you do have that desire, and you do have you're hoping that you can resolve the situation and recover from this pain. You are hopeful of recovering from the pain, and bringing this into control. You know, I think that you feel like you can, because you do feel like you got it all together. But I think the message here is to be cautious, that you don't be cautious of that balance, that you're not necessarily acting completely from a place of control and ego, trying to gain too much control over the situation, that you don't allow things to unfold in the way that they're meant to unfold, that will lead to your healing, Aquarius, and healing this deeper, these deeper energies and pain that are screaming to come out, to speak your truth, that you're not too cold and too, you know, like I said, lion, dragon, these very aggressive energies. It's like, I mean, even an emperor, you think of an emperor as someone that takes charge and takes action, you know, that it's that controlling energy, you know, wanting to, you know, I got this, energy, that you're trying to control things too much, that it doesn't allow things to flow naturally in the way they need to flow in your life. So I think that was a cautionary message, and to make you aware this month that there's still some things that you are in this, you know, that there might be a possibility you could be in an energy where you could be a little snappish at people. You could be a little bit harsh, come off aggressive, come off cold, you know, angry, cold, detached, not wanting to put up with any bull, is what I'm getting. You know, that you might snap and be very harsh with people. So I think that's the message, that, you know, to just be aware of that for the month of July, is what I really get. We're going to go ahead and pull that final card for your love life, for the month of July. But I have a feeling, based on this message, that love may not be in your best interest, because, like I said, I have a feeling you're in this energy that you might be a little bit snappish. So be aware of any false people or false victories. I almost get like it. Beware of anyone that is raising the white flag. You know, like if there's whatever, because I have a feeling it ties back to whatever the situation is, where, you know, there's something you want to tell to someone or express to someone. There's something you want to get off your chest, that you're really desiring to get off your chest and express to someone. And so there might be someone that's coming back, that's trying to apologize or trying to surrender or trying to have some kind of success or victory with you, but you might cut them off and might, you might push them away, and because of this Queen of Swords energy and Emperor energy, you're sitting in where, you're ready to just attack. You're in attack mode, defensive attack mode. And so it's just going to make matters worse when this person may have good intentions, but you're not hearing them out. You're like, no, this is the way it is. It's my way or the highway. That you're not even willing to listen. And so in essence, that's also false victory for you too, because you may miss out on something because that the universe might be trying to bring to you because you're trying to control the situation, so it might be a false victory in the sense that, by you controlling the situation and saying your piece or saying how you feel and being, in those aggressive energies, it might the outcome may not go in your favor. So it's like a false victory. You may feel good in the moment when you get that off your chest and you express it and you say it. You might feel better in the moment, but it's a false victory because after you express it, you may end up having some regret. You may feel bad about it. Which is what's talking about in the soul, that there's still this pain here. And so even though you may want to express how you feel, it may be short-lived and it may feel better in the moment to get it off your chest, but ultimately it may make you feel worse. So I think that's the messages that wanted to come out for you, Aquarius. If this message did resonate with you, I'd appreciate it if you hit that like button. It lets you share your energy with me so I can pick up on it for future readings in case this did not resonate with you. But it also lets me know that it did resonate with you. And that way, also, it helps my channel grow. And feel free to leave any comments down below. As far as if you're dealing with this kind of stuff in your life, if you're feeling this way, if this is resonating, I'd love to hear from you. So thank you so much. I do appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me, share this message with you, and I hope it did resonate with you. So I wish you the best. Thank you so much, Aquarius. Joy, love, and light.